Hello guys, sorry with the technical difficulties. We just had some small problems in the start. I am a lone commentator today, and welcome back to CWC F3 race today. There's some small technical difficulties. I'm gonna have to do the outlap. Oh, shit. fun now, just having some small technical difficulties. We're gonna be right back at the start of the race. Unfortunately, we're not gonna have to see the start because I can't. I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties, but still. Okay, so we are now back here at CWC F3 round 4 at China. Today we currently have we have 16 drivers. There are fully drivers. There we go. And Bolt Reynolds here getting a good start with the RG side by side through T2, now going up to the long little back straight now, with Reynolds being having already a half a second gap. RG now going into a dive bomb on W4 in the Force India, going for it now. He's probably going to try to attack RG into the next couple of corners. We see Cloudy Balloons getting attacked by Bujay at the back. We have also Cola with Giraffe here in the back. RG having a little slide out there. We see the couple of back cars coming around now. We have Rafflex in the mix here with his fellow sister car just behind him. Watching now really carefully at the back, just watching what's happening also at the front. We still have Bolt Reynolds with RG at the front, still going to look at who is going to do the dive bombs into T1. We have the Renault at the inside, and Bujay is spun around, guys. What is this? Bujay being spun around here at the back, and Giraffe in the yellow and black car retiring from the Grand Prix. We're having some people going into the pits from getting damaged at the front in the start of the race. Now Bujay climbing back up to P11 after the spin. It's really unfortunate for the Mercedes driver. Now watching up with LFC and Rafflex going at it into the straight, the small straight there. Is Rafflex gonna send it up the inside? No, he doesn't. He's still, he's almost trying for it a little bit, but he fails the attempt. Now watching up with Cloudy Balloons, have just overtaken Cola Man. They are going a little bit side by side with front to back wheel, and it's steady at the top with both Reynolds 1.5 second gap already to RG, and RG almost a second gap to Cloudy Balloons, but that's probably gonna close up a really good bit at the back straight now. So long back straight, but still no DRS. Having a battle here with Cola Man being forced onto the grass. And Coleman is out. Same with the Force India driver now. That gains Ryan and LFC a new place. And if we see here Ryan B and and his fellow car plus his sister car there, just going at it, gaining a lot of positions the first laps. Same with the Haas driver, getting a lot of position at the first couple of corners and the first couple of, if you want to call it, the laps. Now we see Bujay already into P9, back into the points paying positions after the spin, still watching what's going to happen now. We have 3 drivers have pitted so far. And if you see here, only the top, in the top 3 we have the ultra soft users, but Cloudy Balloons on the soft compound of tire in P2. Now that's going to be really damaging for both Reynolds, because he wants to not have to pit and get behind Cloudy. He's probably going for the 2-stop, same as RG, but everyone else is going for that nice 1-stop to just have to pit one time. Really simple, really easy. Now we still already 4 drivers into the pits. Not good, not good. But we watch down the field now, starting to be more steady with the gaps already. Coleman already leaving the session. That's not good for the Englishman, I think it is. Closest battle. Both men are already into the pits, lap 3. It's not a good position he's in now. Losing a lot of position, which also with him going into the pits allows Cloudy Balloons to be in the lead, with already almost 2-second gap to RG, with the Haas driver just behind. Also the Williams guys standing strong this race with a P1 and P4. Same with the Toro Rosso, P5, P7, but probably is that going to be, after the next couple of laps, is that going to be P5, P6 with the Red Bull driver getting losing a position, or is it going to be P6, P7 with the Red Bull driver gaining a position, but then he gotta gain almost 4 seconds. And here we see a battle at the front with Partridge and RG. RG now losing his position. Watching now carefully into the hairpin there. And he is getting squeezed a little bit. Not really clean, but okay. They're probably going to go at it for the next couple of laps. Because of the DRS, you can keep really close, really simple. Now, starting to get a little queue back here with Ryan B at the back of the queue. Now, Stan is probably watching and wants to get into the pole position, but not really easily, but he's wanting to get on the podium places. Now, also, Ryan B still going at it with yellow flag, sector 3, not really sure what that is. Stan locking up a bit. RG still having a nice out. It's probably the closest battle. It is the closest battle at the time. I was watching Cloudy Balloons. I'm still watching and waiting what's going to happen to RG in the next couple of laps. He probably should pit about lap 7 if he wants to stretch it to the maximum, but it's going to be hard. The tire temperatures, it's going to be hard, and RG now surrendering his position to Stan really easily. It's Stan, oh no, Stan locking up, and RG, they touch, and they have a Red Bull at the inside, more like a Toro Rosso at the inside. But Ryan B almost being spun around there by RG. it's not good for the Toro Rosso driver if he was spun there, but he have luck on his side. If you know who Charlie Whiting is, you probably also know that he unfortunately died with all honor on his side for not a lot of days ago. So to honor to honor the things he have done for Formula 1 and to honor him, we have chosen in the community to go for driving with black helmets for this race and in other league races, just to show our respects. You see a lot of drivers having a black helmet. LFC is still down in P9, and watching Bujay up into P7 after being spun really close also to Raflix and RG, which are going at it. Probably RG having problems with tire temperatures. Going at it into the hairpin, and RG trying to go down the inside, but Raflix blocking the inside really good. RG probably having too many problems to deal with, too much tire temperatures. He's going into the pits, but messing up and hitting the pit entry. No, that's not good, with front wing off the table. That makes his teammate Chris go into P7. Probably gonna keep the position as well after the mess. Bujay now into P6 in the top 6. Really good for him. Now also Ryan B in P4. Not bad position for him, but Stan's probably going to be under attack after the next back straight with the DRS. Now having a real good gap between the top people, and already we have RB being a lap down. That is unfortunate for the McLaren driver. Teammate also being down the field, not good. Lost 3 drivers at the moment now, so it's not good. If we keep on doing this, we're probably not gonna have any more drivers at the end, but we're gonna watch and see what's going down. Yeah, RB having some problems, probably with internet connection. It's really steady down the whole field, not really much happening. So watching and waiting until something is going to happen. The closest people now is Bujay on Raflix, sorry for missing it. Going down T1 with Raflix still on the inside, but he loses the position to Bujay. Now Bujay now getting himself up to P5, a really good paying position in points, but still not the thing he was looking for. He was probably looking for getting a little more than that, so he's probably going to hunt down the top positions. Elsewhere on the grid now, Coleman being out, he was probably looking to score a top 3 at this race. He had an incident with Stan in Bahrain, not good for him, but they lost a couple of points, same which gave Cloudy Balloons easy championship lead. So it's really hard to watch that Coleman is out of the Grand Prix now. It's not looking good for him and his place in the positions. Now Bujay and Raflix are the closest battle at the time. Still we have Chris and LFC really close together, but not really doing much. And with Reflex having DRS down the main straight, going on the inside there, and Bujay almost just giving up his position. Going around the outside in T1 is not really a smart move, you can't hold your speed. But Bujay is still defending his position really good. Watching also Ryan B closing up his stand a really good bit. Party Ridge also starting to close up a little bit to Cloudy, but not too much. And we have not good, but RB just DNF'd. I mean RB DNF'd, and RGS really at the back after being in the top just lost it. And I'm not sure if we're gonna have rain at the end. No one did confirm it. Coleman joining back now. Hold on 1 second, guys. Back there, just inviting Coleman to maybe join the commentary box after being taken out so badly at the start of the race. Now, yellow flags, what is that for? Yeah, RG and Bujay is still going at it. Raflig's actually getting it around the outside, but oh no, he almost did it. I'm not sure if he have done it yet, but it's a close battle there. Really good pace drivers, really good pace between similar and really good pace, but they still are not in the same boat. They're not teammates. They're gonna go for the points. They really want the points, so this is going to be really, really good to watch. Little all around the place here with Reflex. Not really good. Watching now Bolt Reynolds on LFC into the back mini straight. Really close to Chris as well. Watching what's going to happen with Bolt and LFC. Who is going to have the DRS down the straight? Both Reynolds hitting a little bit on the inside. What happened? And LFC spun it around the long right hander. Not good for the Toro Rosso drivers, losing a lot of time. Maybe also losing a position to Hassa. But now Cloudy Balloons into the pits, which promotes the Haas driver into P1 and Stan into P2. Ryan B now being in the top 3 is looking good for the Toro Rosso Championship to pick up the Constructors Championship, but they're gonna hold it all through the season to get there. Really gotta stand up for what you want, you know. Now Bujay is still being in front of Reflex after battling a lot the last couple of laps. I'm watching both here, really close to Chris. Not sure, he's inside the DRS range, but is he going to get it down the back straight? It's really confusing how this works, because sometimes they don't, but sometimes they do, so, you know. Both Reynolds not sliding too much, but Chris is sliding a little bit. Having some small problems now. Bolt Reynolds having a much better exit off that corner into the straight than Chris. Now watching really nice what's going to happen to Chris and Reynolds down in the hairpin. Yeah, nope, he's not going for it. Probably going. Wait, he is. What's happened to Chris? Did he lock up or something? Due reminder that you are allowed to use assists, but I'm not sure if everyone does it. Now, Bujay and Raflex going into the pits. Reynolds with the fastest lap time. A lot of drivers pitting now. Cloudy Balloons already pitting. Chris not, and Reynolds not pitting. Stan is now in the lead, and Ryan B out with cold medium tires, and his teammate LFC 11 laps old but probably really overheated after spinning in the left-hander, the right-hander. I mean, sorry guys. Now watching Bujay and Raflex, who have gained a big gap to each other. That's not good if the Red Bull driver wants to have good points. Only 1 point is not a good point compared to only being 2 people in currently. That's not getting points. Now still having yellow flags around the circuit. Not completely sure what that is for. Now watching around, Chris spun it, almost hitting the Haas driver. Not good for him. But now Cloudy Balloons is still in provisional P1 because Reynolds he have pitted, but for a lot of laps ago. But Stan in the pits now. That Reynolds in P1 now, and then his teammate is getting into P2. It's going to be a hard battle at the end. I'm not sure if Reynolds is trying to go to the end with his softs, but that's probably going to be too hard to do. I'm not sure, I haven't tried it out to drive a really long stint on the softs. You really hope they don't mess up or do anything they shouldn't really do. But Raflex got a 3-second time penalty. That's not good. Time penalties in general are the worst. Now watching Ryan B closing a really big bit up to Stan. Really wants to get those nice points. One position can mean the championship, and you really want to go for it, you know. You want to have it. You don't want to maybe try for it. You should really go for it once you start it. Still watching Ryan B down the back straight. On Stan, now Ryan B opening his DRS, going really at it. He is almost completely in front, and Stan locking up every single time now. At the hairpin, not good for him. Cloudy Balloons fastest time. Reynolds into the pits, which promotes Cloudy up to the lead again, which is not really the best for not really good for his points. And Alice corner cut. Oh my god. Alice, would you please just watch out, fast drivers behind Alice. Ivan, I mean. Yeah, really confusing that with the names. Ivan, Alice, this and that, you know. What are you Are you retiring? Probably retiring. Yep. There we go. But we're gonna have a problem with that car driving around the circuit. Now watching Bujay are in his Mercedes, really close to Chris in the Ferrari, so this is gonna be fun battle. Oh, it's a virtual safety car. That's, well, I guess it's good for some drivers, but not the best, to be honest, for everyone. It's probably well, it's gonna help Bujay a lot to have his tires more fresh at the end. Same with Stan, P4 with almost complete, really fresh tires as well. Now Hassa going into the pits. Now virtual safety car still on, but now Bujay is in P7 after his pit stop and probably going to be really, and that's not good. Chris losing it there. Not good. Now giving the position up to Bujay. It's not good to make some dumb mistakes at the virtual safety car, but now the virtual safety car is in, free to race at race pace. Stan really close to Ryan B. Ryan sliding a bit, probably not heating up his tires really good at the in the virtual safety car. Cold tires are the worst. You can spin from them, you can lock up really easily, but still. Now watching now Stan, is he going to have DRS, opening DRS, closing up a ton to Ryan? Is he gonna, he's sending it down the inside, locking up as normal. Watching from Ryan's speed perspective, and now that is the Williams guy up to P1 and P2. I mean P1, P3, sorry guys. With the Haas driver splitting them in the middle. It's still in around lap 25, we're gonna see Stan being a lot faster than Partridge, I think its name is. I'm really confused about his name. Please don't nag me if I'm saying it wrong. It's not my fault you make so hard names. But now Bujay really close to LFC, wanting to get that P5, take it off his hands. Ryan B also really close to stand still. It's gonna be really fun to watch the couple next laps. What's going to happen with Ryan and Stan? Are one of them going to spin? Are one of them going to crash into the other? You only see at CWC racing. Now Bujay now into the right-hander now, full speed, full throttle, probably down the straight onto the LFC's back. Now Bujay opening his DRS at now, closing up, going for the inside, and he's just ahead by almost miles after into the braking point. LFC now getting Bujay almost spinning there by too much pressure on the gas. LFC into the pits now, watching to not hit anything, as Hassa did. And now Bujay is free to race alone, with a really big gap to Ryan, and Reynolds also having a big gap now. That's a good time from Hassa there, just plain old, just 1:35.000. This is impressive, man. That's one of the really good. I gotta say, it's really weird that how you can make it go to 0-0, but yeah. Well, Raflix now, and Hassa is going at it into the next couple of corners. Also watching up with Ryan and Stan. And it'll be fun watching when the straight comes, but if you watch, Hassa got soft tires and Raflix is on, yeah, I want to say little used mediums, 5 laps, probably not that much, but still gonna notice it like 2-3 of your laps. How is this going to go out into the next couple of corners? And Ryan B losing it. The right-hander, a lot of people have lost it at the right-handers same with his teammate, also did it a few laps ago. But that gives Bujay P4 and the potential to get on the podium. If he closes up now the next laps, it's going to be really fun to watch in the next 10 laps of the race, 10 last laps of the race. But also Reynolds back up to P5. With his soft compound tires, I believe he probably can make it to the end, but probably gonna struggle a lot. Ryan B fixing his front wing after crashing. Not good spin at the right hand, because you're gonna be sent into the wall really hard and just lose everything. Absolutely everything, no mercy from the wall. Watching Stan in P3 now. Completely alone after Ryan B spun. Same with Cloudy and Partridge. Stan also being alone. Same with Bujay. But Reynolds is closing up by a second in the last couple of laps. In the last laps he closed up by a second to Bujay. So that's going to be a really fun battle in a few laps. But Bujay picking up 3-second time penalty, not good. Not good for Bujay winning. If he wants to keep his P4 now, he gotta really hardcore work for it to keep outside the 3 seconds. Reynolds. Not sure how we do on penalties. Watch Reynolds. Not a single warning. That's really good. Really good there from the American. Watching Bujay. Only one penalty. That's good. Not getting more penalties. A lot of drivers only having 2-1 warning. Those are really good. But a lot of them being from the lap 1. Still watching. The closest people is Raflix to Hassa, but still that's 2 seconds. Also Ryan B almost being completely lapped down. It's still a few good 20 seconds. It's still now watching Reynolds doing 2-stop, but still being in the top 5. Same with Hassa doing 2-stop. But everyone from P4 to P1 have done the 1-stop. It's only 7 drivers doing the 1-stop, with Alice actually stopping 3 times, but we have 4 people currently in motion on the 2-stop, but also RB, but I can't really count it because he crashed, so he lost a lot, but still. So the driver currently gaining the most position is Reflex there with 10 positions gained. Also Bujay only gaining one position, but if you have watched a lot of it now, he did spin. He did spin at the start after the hairpin, after the straight. I know it's a lot of afters, but still he spun. But being up to P4 after spinning, having to pit because of 2 hot tires, and being in the top 4, that's, you gotta give some respect to that. And I'm sorry to announce that Bujay is probably not going to gain 20 seconds to win. Probably at the most probably going to get P3 if he can pull the 3-second gap to Stan, or if Stan crashes. but he's still gotta watch out to Reynolds, because not good there for Bujek, running really wide into turn 1, but now both Reynolds is inside the 3-second window from Bujek, which means Reynolds is going to be P4 if Bujek doesn't do something about it. Almost. And Chris also being really close there to LFC in Toro Rosso. The Toro Rossos were looking really good at the start, but then both of them spun at the same point on the track in the right-hander just before the back straight. It's easy to spin if you hit the curbs on the inside, or if you go on the curbs on the outside at the start. Then it's going to be really easy to spin, but still it's hard, so it shouldn't be so easy, if you know what I mean. It shouldn't be that easy to spin when you are like a good driver, but still these people are good drivers, just doing stupid mistakes, which everyone does, but you gotta keep it together if you want to win the championship. Now Chris taking P8 from LFC at the hairpin. The drivers are on the same tire, same lap as well. LFC almost spinning it a bit, almost taking a Giovinazzi at 2017 2017 Chinese Grand Prix, when Giovinazzi crashed in Melbourne, crashed in China. But now he's Alfa Romeo driver at full time. It's gonna be fun watching down there. Yeah. Watching the real deal, the real F1, or as the funniest name, F1 with Mercedes, Ferrari and Red Bull. Then you have F1.5, which is all the mid teams, all the 6 teams behind there, and then we have Williams. Not doing really good work, I need to say. The Williams team, they have been champions of the world a few times, I think, but it's not really good comparing that. Mercedes have done it the last 5 laps, the 5 seasons. Mercedes have gotten the win, and after watching qualifying at Melbourne with the Mercedes team being 6/10 faster than being 0.6 seconds faster, 0.7 seconds faster in qualifying. That's a lot. It's really much if you compare it to sometimes they after 1.5-2 hours driving, only 5 seconds in between, and then you have the 0.7 faster in qualifying. It's gonna be really hard there for Ferrari to gain and take. It's gonna be hard, really hard this season, I think, for Ferrari to take the championship. But also, I think Red Bull, with Max Verstappen being on the podium in the first race with his Honda engine, looking really good and maybe he's also going to go on the podium, be inside top 3 after the whole season. That would be really fun if that happened, you know, if that happened to Max Verstappen. But also watching his teammates, Pierre Gasly's performance, it's really sad, you know. It's not really good if he wants to keep his seat. It's really not good if he wants to keep his seat for the remaining next couple of seasons, but still, if he wants to keep his place at Red Bull, not be a junior driver, not just be second or be the second driver, just not be puppy from the big bulls. He needs to step up his game to not lose, probably after the season, if he loses too much to Red Bull and not giving Red Bull enough of what they want. It's not going to be really good for them to because Kvyat, if you remind yourself that he have already been in Red Bull, he can really easily go back to Red Bull, but he just needs to step up his game in 2019, and he's probably back to Red Bull if he beats Gasly by or gets really close to Gasly. Still, it's his first season, but if you think about it, if you really think about it, it's not a lot of math to know that the Toro Rosso drivers are slower than, are really slower than Red Bulls. And then I'm pretty sure Kvyat finished in front of Gasly. So yeah, that's probably going to be fun to watch down the season in the ERL. But not a lot of battle going on track now. The closest ones being Hassa to Reynolds, Partridge, yes, not so badly, but still. But the only battle currently is Chris and LFC. Yeah, now already Chris is gaining time on LFC, losing a bit into T1, but still. It's not going to be so fun to watch the next couple of laps. Probably at the end to watch. Watching now, Bujay is outside the 3-second window. He can still take his P4 and not have to deal with anything else. Checking now if Reynolds have picked himself up. No penalties, no warnings at all. That's really good from the Alfa Romeo driver. Bujay, unfortunately, picking up a time penalty plus a warning. It's not really the best, but still. Stan also currently only have 1 warning. Partridge 2 warnings at the top there, but that's really about it. Not really good. Also Cloudy, only 1 warning from lap 1 incidents. That's really easy to. Yeah, he was the first, just a small touch. Just a small touch with Scunny Giraffe. A really funny name there. Ryan B also putting in fastest lap. But I'm not sure if you know, buddy, but you ain't gonna get no points. This isn't 2019, boy. Sorry, but you ain't gonna get no extra point just to go faster. When 2019 comes out, on the other hand, you will get another point. So you people watching, if you're not drivers, how about you commentate on what you think? What do you like think about? What do you think about the points, or the 1 point you get from driving fastest lap inside the top 10? Should it be more than just top 10, or should it be removed completely? Like, to be honest, I believe that the top 15 should have the option, and also I believe the top 15 almost like should also top 15 should also get points, so it's more easy for the slower teams to get points. Probably in like 2020 or 2021 we're gonna do something about it, but currently no. Only top 10 getting points, but then you still gotta remind yourself, then it's not really special to get your first point. Your first points, like top 10 is Reynolds. They're having a moment in the start there. What now? Hassa probably is, yeah, and both Reynolds, 2 hot tires. But if you watch the Haas driver, oh okay, they probably moved the activation point. But the Sauber now going for it on the inside, cutting the corner like a madman. What are you doing, Reynolds? That's probably gonna gain you a penalty. That is probably trying to take someone out. You're probably gonna have to answer to the stewards for that one. Yeah, and now also we see last lap going around my nose. Probably because I like to talk too much. Probably talk too much. Probably talk a bit. But now watching Chris going to do his self-drive over the line, saying with LFC just behind him. Not sure what's the penalty about it, but yeah, now almost just Ryan B left. Probably going for getting the fastest lap. And what she's doing. Yeah. Red fuel. Racing the Apex in the hairpin. Yeah, almost also binning it there. Really good work. Really good, buddy. Yeah, and there you go. CWC Season 2 Round 4. That's a little confusing for you guys, but we had Russia as round 1 to mix it up a bit. And there we see top 3 drivers. 2 Williams, 1 Haas. The American team doing really good there. Okay. There we go. Cloudy Balloons getting P1. We have Partridge getting P2 for Haas. Stan makes the top 3 people in the Williams. Williams doing really good. Bujay also P4. Started P5, but if you remember, he spun, doing not a good work. not good to spin, but still. Then we have Hassa P5, Reynolds P6, starting at P1, ending up P6, not the best, but still. Raflix in the Astro Martin in P7. P8 is Chris getting the last pieces of the pie. LFC in P9, Ryan B. Top 10, that rounds out top 10, and now the two finishing RG and Ali. RG in the final, almost DNFing, but still in the race, in the points, not really though, but he should get a point for participating. Now that is it. Have a good, nice day. See you later. You know what? One sec. Just gonna invite the top 2 people to the party, asking how they did it. Why did they really want it? Hardcore wanted the top. Well, inviting Stan since the house driver left. Stan also leaving, so kadam. Yeah, I'm not joining, but see you guys in the next race.